I told you, I know you're not going to believe that there are 10 important questions that I'm going to do it here. They are predicted, not predicted, confirmed questions that will be asked. You can check my past. 56 cue card predictions have been hit globally. And these are also confirmed 10 questions that can give you a 9-band start. Yes. Why? Because I am an ex-IELTS examiner and therefore I'll break for you what? The grammar, the correct vocabulary so that you get a high lexical score, and you can copy and paste these answers, sample answers ready made for you, and yet the examiner is not going to feel that you are memorized. You won't sound memorized. That's the icing on the cake. So without much ado, let's dive into the video. But if you have not subscribed, then subscribe to this channel because it is being run by an ex-IELTS examiner. Save this video because it will get lost. You will have to practice these questions before your speaking test. And one request, please share this with someone who really needs it. So let's dive into the first. So the first question is, tell me about the house or the apartment you live in. Now be mindful of the language. 9-band language and expansion trips and the grammar. Well, I live in a modern apartment on the outskirts of Ludhiana. And it's rather a small apartment that I share with my husband and children. There's one bedroom, one bathroom, and a large open kitchen. Now, what are the grammar and the vocabulary words? Here we have used the adjectives modern, spacious, or you could also say tiny and then you can expand. So adjectives are always placed before the noun, modern house. So you can also say, I live in a small cozy flat. Note down the vocab and you can really expand your answers. Very important one. It will be asked. And you can also say that it is on the outskirts. Okay, outskirts. That's the pronunciation tip. Outskirts. Okay, it's on the outskirts. It is a cozy little cottage, apartment, flat, house, whatever. And open plan kitchen. That means the kitchen does not have walls. It is an open plan kitchen. So what are your tips for this specially question? You have to add your location details. Now what are the location details that you can have? That I live in a quiet residential neighborhood, cozy flat, and describe whom you're living with. Like I said, I share the apartment with my husband and children. And then you can, even if there is nothing like that, you can tell some unique features. Like we have a balcony with the city view or a garden view. You can lie, even if it is not visible from your house, it doesn't matter. So already I have told you that open plan, open. Okay. So the second important question, note down. Have you lived in this home for a long time? I'm deliberately going slow that you can all understand every word. So I've been, the pronunciation tip, you will say I've been, not been. Okay. So I've been. So it's connected speech, higher band in your pronunciation. I've been living in my apartment for about years. Fill in the blanks, copy paste. I used to live in the city center, even if you did not, but I found it a bit loud and expensive. So I'm happy here on the outskirts. So, what is the grammar point here? Present perfect continuous. It shows that the action started in the past and it continues for the present, and it is ideal for emphasizing your duration. And a 9 band. Note down the formula: subject plus have or has plus been plus verb plus ing. Clear? So, I have been living here for about years. Living. Okay. Now, that is, or you can say, I have lived here for a while. Present perfect simple. That the action is completed, but it is still relevant. So you can say, I have lived here for a while. Any of them you can choose. All very good GRA, 8 plus. And okay, so you can also expand, add something. Now you can expand like where you moved. Like, I wanted a quieter and a more affordable place. So I moved on to this countryside which is relaxing, whatever. And your feelings here, it's much peaceful here. So I moved here because I wanted a quiet and affordable place, and it is much more peaceful here. So I already told you the pronunciation tip. The question number 3. Is there anything you would like to change about your home? So, anything you want to change where you are living. Okay. So, one sample answer I can give you. Oh, one thing that I like to change is the neighbors. They love playing the music at full volume, especially the spiritual, the first thing in the morning and the last thing at the evening. They are friendly, and when I stop or when I ask them to stop, they do, but then it just goes away after some time. Or you can say they are friendly and stop when I ask them, but they just don't stop. You can also say like that. So here the subject plus would plus the base form of the verb. So you could also say, what I would like to change is that I like to have a bigger kitchen. I would like to have a bigger kitchen. So if you don't want to say the neighbors, these are the alternatives. Whichever is easier. I would. Instead of saying I would, say I'd. I'd like to have a bigger kitchen. So the useful expressions are here: the first thing in the morning, the last thing. So it gives clarity to your answer. Or you could say, I'd add a balcony to enjoy the view. And then you can, these are your specifying the changes. So I'd add a balcony to enjoy the view. Then how you can expand? Why? You have to say, it would make the place more relaxed. Okay, so you can say that it would make it more relaxed. The question, why? These are expansion tips. Specify the change, explain why it matters. Now the question 4. Have you always lived in the same town or city? Another important one. So fill in the blanks I am going to give you. You can do it according to the place or the world you are living in, part of the world. No, I've moved around a lot. I was born in grew up in and worked in and So I was born in Punjab, grew up in Ludhiana, and I have worked in Ludhiana and Mullapur. Now I'm living in Ludhiana. So wherever, whatever place you want to fit in according to the part of the world you are living. So Now, present perfect tense has been used here, which is again a high band. It is used for the life experiences without a specific time frame, but keeping them relevant to the present. So, what is the structure? Subject plus have or has according to the subject plus the past participle. So, example, I've moved around a lot. You can add that. And I grew up. That is a phrasal verb. It means spend childhood in a place. I grew up in Punjab or in whatever you want to say. Now, what are the expansion tips so that you do it according to your requirement? So, you could say in Delhi, I enjoyed the fast paced life. In da da da, I enjoyed the fast paced life. These are some expanded or extra ideas. Or you can highlight the cultural differences also. You can say each city has a unique vibe. Okay, so this is a copy paste, you know that. You can do it. Okay, again a higher band. Question number 5. What do you like about the city you currently live in? Another important. The fifth one is, what do you like about the city you currently live in? Suppose I am living in Ludhiana, or you can include any of your city from which you are giving your speaking exam. Ludhiana is a great city to live in. It has good public transport, lots of restaurant and cafes, and it's close to the countryside, not countryside. The only downside is that it's a bit too expensive. Good vocab. Or you could also include something like this. It's a city which has lot of green spaces, or which has lots of restaurants and whatever you want to say. So here you will add the relative clause. Relative clause here is using which. It's a city which you can do it according to your place, the part of the world. Grammar. Yeah, this is the higher band. And how you want to expand more of this, you can say, oh, since the first one may not be comfortable with you, you could also say that while it's lively, I wish it was less crowded. Now, this is a copy paste which you can do in any part of the world. And then you can also say there are beautiful lakes, parks, and a canal side nearby. There are and da nearby. So you will include the unique places that are present in your town. Okay, just note down, make these notes and answer all these questions. Now the question 6. Would you always like to live in this city? So then here you can say, to be honest with you, actually, if you ask me anything, sentence starters video is already there on the channel. Essential phrases for speaking. Okay, please go and find out. Actually, I love to move to, never been there, whatever you want, but I've heard it is a friendly city with lots of beautiful places to explore. Now you could say that I would like to move to Vancouver in Canada, whatever place. Okay, so I'd love, okay. So subject plus would plus verb, first form. And you can also say like this, if you don't want to move in a big city, you can add an expansion tip. I'd love, or not I would, okay. I'd love to move to a smaller town someday. You can also say that. Now would you're adding. Or you can say, add if. I'd consider moving to a smaller town, moving to Vancouver, to Ludhiana, to if I had the chance. I'd consider moving to Paris if I had the chance. Examiner is not going to say, oh, look at her. No, we are only concerned as examiners your language. Now explain where you want to move. I enjoy outdoors, and da 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 is close to nature. This is a small sleepy town nested in the Himalayas, and it's close to nature. Feel that the life there in Simla or any, it's very relaxed. Now, let me tell you that there is a Diwali bonus which is valid till 29th October. Diwali 10 on the PDFs. If you go to my website www.englishwithanitакундра.com, you'll find the store section, and if you use the code Diwali10, which is valid till 29th October 2024, you can easily download the PDFs in your email. Of course, there are packages, gold, silver, diamond for all modules of the IELTS. And do you work or study? 100% you will be asked. Just note down the vocabulary. A 9-band start to your speaking. So you can say, if you're working, I work. I run a website called englishwithanitакундра.com, and I help the students to prepare for the IELTS. So the routine actions, okay, the subject plus the base verb, like I work as a teacher, I work as a project manager, I work as a da da da, whatever is your, I'm a student. You will not say I work as a student. I'm a student. And then I said I run my own business, something that you do it yourself. I run my own business. I run my website. Okay. I run my own company. Okay. Or I'm self-employed. I'm self-employed. I'm unemployed at the moment, but I used to work as a project manager in the Infos. And then she will ask you, okay, what were the responsibilities involved? Okay. So at present, I'm not a student, but very much I'm preparing for my IELTS, and therefore I devote at least 4 to 5 hours every day to my studies. I was working as a project manager in the Infos 5 years back or 1 month back, but now I am preparing for my IELTS. Okay, I'm a housewife, and at present I used to work da 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 before my marriage, and the responsibilities included da da da. I think I've covered everybody, and this is the question 100% would be asked. Okay, so, or you can say, you can add a bit of context. I've already told you. I would say that for me, I would say, like example, if it helps you, my website focuses on helping the IELTS students and with their speaking, listening, and their reading skills. That is the context. Okay, that is my responsibility involved this, whatever job you were doing. Okay, so you can also say something motivational. I love helping people to achieve their goals. I love helping people da da da, whatever related to your occupation or profession, it's okay. Okay, now the question number 8. Have you been doing this job or course for a long time? Now, what would be your answer? Suppose it has not been long. So you could say, not too long. I started my website in 2022. So it's been 2 years. Time has flown because I'm constantly learning new things. Time has flown. See, it has passed very quickly. So what you can say, what is the grammar point here? Subject has or have plus been plus verb plus ing. I've been doing this job for 2 years because the period is known. the period is known, period. But if the starting time is known, then you say since. I started in 2012, okay, and I've been teaching since then. So I have been elaborating. What more, example I can get, that I was always passionate about teaching and been associated with Cambridge, IDP and OET as an examiner. Therefore, it was only logical to start teaching IELTS online. So I have elaborated, given an example. All the questions can be answered here. Respond, elaborate and give an example. REE formula. Okay, see? So how you can describe it? How can you expand it? I learned how to build a website, or you can say my work is always evolving. So you will not say I don't know, how do you say that? Flown. It's flown. 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 FLONE. Though it is written as FLOWN. Now the ninth question. What would make your work or studies easier? Now anything you can say that. For me it would be like having an editor would offload my work to some extent. It will make my life easier. It takes such a long time to plan, then film, and then edit my lessons. So I could save a lot of time by outsourcing the editing. So I would, save a lot of time. So subject plus would plus the verb. I would save. Save is the first form of the verb. Or you can say having an assistant would make my work easier. So that was the grammar point. And I use the word offload, which means to delegate the task to somebody. Okay, so you can use this. I could offload editing to somebody else. And now, how did I expand it? By giving the specific benefits. With outside help, I would focus on creating more content. And then what are the time-saving methods? I could work on the quality of my content or my improvement. So outsourcing. Sing. Out, S-O-R, soar, S-I-N-G, sing. It's outsourcing. Most of you would, fumble with this. Now, the last question. Why did you choose this subject or job? Very, very common, 90%. So you can say, I've always wanted to have my own business. I enjoyed working with other companies or with others, but in the back of my mind, I always had this desire to work for myself. Throughout my teaching career, I have focused on IELTS and the test preparation on Cambridge, OET, and I've always been a passionate teacher. So it seemed logical to focus on IELTS preparation for my business too. So that is how you end. So then I've always wanted to work in education. I've always wanted to you can say that. And with focused, always you use the preposition on. Okay, I've focused on helping students to improve their English. I've focused on whatever relates to your occupation. I've been passionate about teaching. I want to help others to succeed, whatever it is. So it's IELTS and it is not IELTS. And I hope you found this video useful, and please go and check my website englishwithanittakundra.com, and you can join the community for free. God bless you all and all the best.